Page 11, line 8, the second line on the page. Introducing a new type of note. So we've had quarter notes, half notes, whole notes, and dotted quarter notes. Now we get eighth notes. So you got a whole note, and you divide it in half, you get half note. There are two half notes to a whole note. You divide that in half, you get a quarter note. There are two quarter notes to a half note. Well, we take a quarter note and divide it in half, we get an eighth note. There's two eighth notes to a quarter note. You were just dividing things in half is all it is. And they look like that. A single one would be that solid dot. It looks like a quarter note, but it has that little flag. And a lot of times they beam them together. That horizontal thing is a beam. And they'll beam them according to the beats. This is in 2/4 time. I'll talk about that in a minute. So a quarter note gets a beat, so it's two eighth notes to a beat, so they're beaming two eighth notes together, and that's what it looks like. So then in counting it, I've been counting using numbers for the beats, 1, 2, 1, etc. For eighth notes, I need something in between, so there are different ways of doing it. Different people teach different counting methods. I teach the AND method, so I put an AND, the word AND, in between each number. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and those are eighth notes. So in this piece in 2/4 time, you two beats to a measure. We've had 2/4 time before. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Well, rather than just 1 2 1 2, now I got to go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and they go a lot quicker, huh? So these eighth notes, get the notes first. We got C, a D, an E, a K, and then you go back and put in the counting of 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and it kind of helps for a while to keep that counting going through the piece so you don't rush the quarter notes because everything's got to be steady. And that's really all eighth notes are. It's just two eighth notes to a quarter note. So in this piece, right hand, I already went through that. We got these. We're only using these notes in the right hand. The left hand is 3 here, here. You're not in middle C position anymore because this puts you in this position in the left hand. So now we're here. That's okay, it doesn't matter. I mean, you should be able to play these notes with any finger. What you don't want to do is read finger numbers to play the notes. That's the mistake I made when I was a little kid. I found that I didn't need to read the notes. I could read the finger numbers. Because if my hand is in this position, I can just play those finger numbers, and I had it. That was a mistake. Please don't do that. If you're doing that, they really shouldn't be giving you all these finger numbers. The only finger number you need is the one at the beginning, and that tells you where and you should be able to play in that position. Here they want third finger on the G, so you're in this position. So you're going to play the G and the A and the G and the A. And they're all quarter notes in the left hand, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out. So you learn it, and then come back and do the play with me. Let's make sure you have the right notes and rhythms. So I'm going to give us 4 counts because there's 2 beats in a measure, and I don't know if 2 beats is enough yet. So I'm going to give us 4 counts, and then we'll play this together. It is a repeat. There's a repeat sign at the end, so we are going to play it twice. So be ready for that. So go ahead and put your hands where they go to start. 1, 2, ready and go, and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and. Repeat. Rest off. There's a duet part for this. On the previous page, I'd like to play that, and you can play this, and you can have a duet. So I'll give us 4 counts, and let's do this together. Remember, we will repeat it. 1, 2, ready and go, and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and. Repeat. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Rest.